welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to give you my dermatologist update for my skincare routine. For those of you who don't know, I've been seeing a dermatologist since the beginning of 2020 or back end of 2019, one of those, but for a while now. I go to Dr. Sam Bunting's clinic on Harley Street, and I see Dr. Emma Wedgeworth, who is a doctor and partner dermatologist within that clinic. Dr. Emma is fantastic. She's a very lovely lady. She's very caring. She gets to know you personally as well and really understand your skin troubles, and she doesn't push things, which I really love. It's always very slowly, gently, gets the underlying issues, isn't afraid to test stuff, isn't afraid for you to ask and challenge and ask for things back as well. So I really enjoy seeing her, and my skin has just improved over and over, year on year from seeing her. So that's the background of who I go and see. Her details will be down below. She's got an Instagram as well if you want to follow her. That gives you daily advice. So my routine has slightly changed a little bit, and I'm just going to tell you what I'm been doing for the last few months, and what I'm going to be doing for the next few months until I see her again. Probably in April I'll see her. I start my routine like I have done for the last however long since this has been released, with the Dr. Sam's Flawless Cleanser, my favourite cleanser of all time. This was one of my giveaway prizes, so whoever won this and enjoyed it, and if you're watching this, leave a comment down below and tell us what you all thought of it, because this is one of the giveaways I gave. And alongside that, after that, in the morning I cleanse, and then what I do is I put on some vitamin C serums. Vitamin C that I use, I've been between vitamin C's at the moment. I've tried this 15% vitamin C by the Inculus. It was nice enough, but my dermatologist is dubious about things that don't come from ascorbic acid, because that's the one that's got the most evidence. It's not based on ascorbic acid, but she said it doesn't mean it won't work, but the research is around ascorbic acid. Obviously I've used Paula's Choice, which I've spoken about many times on here. The reason why I wanted to change from this is that the last couple of times I bought this, it's come out and it's been bright orange, which means it hasn't been sealed, or something hasn't done its job where it's meant to be, where it's packed. And this is a £50 serum and I need it to work. And so in my hunt for looking for new ones, I found this one by Naturium, Vitamin C Complex Serum. It had fantastic reviews, so I'm giving this one a try at the moment. So this is my vitamin C at the moment. Once I've done that, I put some azelaic acid on, and I use a 20% Skinner in. Now I've realised you can actually get these from online pharmacies if you fill out a form. So if you want something that's a higher strength one, you can do it through an online pharmacy, because it is still prescription strength only. But if you're new to azelaic acid, like everything else, start low and slow. Don't need to go in at the higher strength. She knows that I can use this because I've been working with her for quite a few years now, and she knows my skin type. So I use this in the morning, and then after that I moisturise, and I use things like a La Roche-Posay B5 balm, or sometimes I skip the moisturiser and go straight to sunscreen because my skin doesn't feel like it needs extra moisture. And my sunscreen of choice are usually from La Roche-Posay, from Bondi Sands, or or Eurocin. So those are the three ones. Or I use the Dr. Sam's Gossamer sunscreen as well. So those are some really good options. I've got a whole video on my favourite sunscreens, which I can link to this as well if you want to look at more about sunscreens. I will do an update because there's another sunscreen that I've discovered which I'm really quite enjoying as well, so I can add that to the mix. So I will do an updated sunscreen video as we go into spring. So my nighttime routine is very simple again. It's wash with a cleanser, and then I use tretinoin as well, and I'm on 0.1%, so which is the highest strength one that's sold by Abajo. And yes, this is what I'm using in the evening. I love tretinoin. I absolutely love it. It makes my skin look amazing, makes you look glowing. You have that tret face, everything just looks smooth, lovely. I don't get fine lines. My skin's very good quality. Yes, genetics is a massive thing to do with it. My mum looks bloody amazing. She doesn't have a wrinkle on her face. My dad looks really good. So obviously genetics is a massive play on it, but this also helps as well. And this helps really even out my skin, because my biggest gripe is pigmentation, and this really helps. I also use a bit of the neutralizing gel. Actually, I use this morning and evening too, if I feel like I'm gonna break out, or if I can feel anything underneath my skin, which I rarely do now. I also always use this a week before my period in the typical areas around my jawline where I'm bound to break out if I'm gonna break out anywhere, and this prevents me getting any breakouts throughout the month. So this neutralizing gel is £30 by Dr. Sam, but it is my number one thing that I think you should have in your arsenal. It is absolutely fantastic. So in a week or so's time, because this has been my routine for the last probably since November, because I saw her in November, I am then gonna take out the tretinoin. My routine is going to be now with Pigmenorm. Pigmenorm is hydroquinone cream, so we're going to keep working on the pigmentation, on the melasma that I had when I was pregnant. So that's very common to get melasma when you are pregnant and after you have your child, skin colour changes. So we're still working on that. It's almost where it needs to be. It's just some bits around my edges of my face that I want to keep working on. So I'll be on Pigmenorm for 3 months. You have to rotate Pigmenorm. You can't use it for too long because it's got hydroquinone in, and it's a very powerful ingredient, and used the right way, it's fantastic. But abused, which it very often is, and used sold on the black market, it can destroy your face. So I'll be using this for 3 months, and then I'll be going back to the tretinoin. So that is my updated skin routine from my dermatologist. If you've got any questions below, fire them down below, but I will leave her details for you so you can also ask her questions directly. It's a routine that works really well for me. I still love skincare. I still dip my toe in other things whilst I'm using this, but this is what I regularly use day in, day out, and you can see that I think my skin looks pretty good. I'm turning 40 this year, and I think my skin is in like great condition. And yeah, yes, it has genetical factors. 100% genetics has definitely got something to play here, but she's helped me clear acne, clear stubborn spots and scars and things, and given me a much more even skin tone. I really hope you've found this video enjoyable and you've learned something here. If you've got any questions below, talk about your skin routine in the comments. I would love to know, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care.